Home Diaries. Every house has a story.
We're the Nakatas.
And we live in my husband's childhood home.
My dad had a saying that said temporary things have a way of becoming permanent. And this house was an example of that. He always thought he was going to go move to a different house. My mother, on the other hand, she never wanted to sell the house. And so we ended up living here. Everything around the house, it's just got a memory attached to it. These doors, they were off limits to us when we were growing up. We weren't supposed to go in the living room. When we were kids, we slide down and we knock this thing off with our butts. And so the old one was all in a bunch of pieces, so somebody came in and milled this again. After high school, I went to college and...
He got kicked out of the dorms for throwing too many parties in their dorm room.
My parents said I could live in this house because now this house was empty after they had moved over to Mercer Island.
He moved in with a bunch of his buddies.
We had a party every weekend.
My girlfriend dragged me to this party, and his roommate was giving us a tour of the house.
I tried to keep people out of this one room. It was the only clean room in the house.
He said, "Hey, there's no one allowed in this room."
Well, I made quite an impression, apparently.
Yeah, and I just kind of looked at him and thought, what a jerk. My husband felt really comfortable in this house, so it made sense after we got married that we would move in.
What was hard for Andrea when we first got married was she was just saying, you know, I feel like this is your family's house and I'd like to make it ours. I told my wife I'd really like a flat screen TV. And she says, well, I would really like a new kitchen. And then we added the dining room and the study and the living room and the garage and the deck. It was the most expensive flat screen ever for me.
Right above us, there's a viewpoint called Cary Park. And when they take pictures of the skyline, our house is usually included in the shot. So it's kind of cool to see it around the city.
The kids are like, Dad, what are you gonna do to the house when you die? And before I could answer, I think it was my son said, can I have it? And then my daughter goes, no, you can't ask before me. I was gonna ask first. Yeah. So they really love this house. I'm hoping it'll always be a memory for my children as it is for me.